Hello, my friend. I am going to be honest with you. Life has been throwing a lot at me, and I am emotionally very tired. So today I'm going to show you my meals and how I eat enough protein. And this actually helps me so much with managing stress and truly just giving my body nourishment when it really needs it the most. So let's eat enough protein, let's move our bodies, and let's have a great week. I just finished reading. We're on our second cup of tea. We're gonna go for our morning walk. I actually did sit out on the porch, but I just had my little moment out there with God. The amount of times I drink this tea, all I drink is Peak. Where's my green? I drink the fermented pu'er every single day. Where is the other one? This one habit of switching out my tea and not adding sweetener because this is so delicious that I can just drink it plain. It's got the most unique flavor. Oh, here we go. All my Peak tea. But I think one of the biggest mistakes that I made for a really long time was actually waking up in the morning and putting way too much sweetener in my coffee, which not only was making me jittery, but it was actually putting me on a blood sugar roller coaster for the rest of the day. And then I was not just feeling anxious and jittery, but that really had a negative impact on my hormones. Something as small of a switch and a habit as that, it's so easy to get caught up in like chasing hormones and what fancy thing can I do to like balance my hormones. The non-fancy stuff is what works. And the biggest mistake I see women making is having way too much energy or sugar. Sugar's not bad. Don't mishear me. I'd wake up, sweeten my morning beverage, and then I would sit and read, and I wasn't using that energy right away. I wasn't asking my body to use that energy. And so swapping out to this, which this not only gives me energy, but it doesn't give me jitters, and it has probiotics and prebiotics. And a lot of people aren't getting enough prebiotics. And what better way to get prebiotics than literally a living fermented food? This is the most gentle pre and probiotic that I've ever found, because a lot of other fermented foods out there can cause gas and bloating and like make you feel kind of irritated, a little bit hard to digest. This is so gentle. You can't beat the convenience of the little packs too. Delicious. Can't explain how much I love this tea and how much it's changed my life, my digestion, my calmness, my energy. Still gives me energy without any crash. It's got such a rich, delicious flavor. I passionately love Peak. So link will be at the top of the description box. You don't need any code, just click the link. You get a free rechargeable frother and then a little glass beaker and then a free starter kit. And I just found out they have a 90-day money back guarantee. So you can try it risk-free. Honestly, I could talk about making healthy cells all day, but it doesn't need to be complicated. And this truly is what just changed my life. One of the most fundamental ways that I've done that is through blood sugar regulation, which is not only why I talk about eating enough protein in the morning, but it's about what you also don't do. And so I no longer wake up in the morning and overly sweeten my morning drink, because that puts me on a blood sugar roller coaster for the rest of the day. Let's make healthy cells, because that's what we do around here. So you're gonna actually get 20% off for life with your pu'er bundle subscription. I went to grab the box to show you the other one, but I just realized I drank it. This is the Sun Goddess matcha, which I also drink. Today, we're gonna do everything that I said that we're gonna do in my October reset, tracking my protein, spending time reading again and journaling. It was so nice to read and journal today, seriously, that like genuinely refreshed my soul. So it feels really nice to be in a new month and be in October. I'm so happy that we're in October. I always love a fresh month. I've had my Rifle Paper Company calendars for years. I already have my 2026 calendar. How's it gonna be 2026? Go for our morning walk and then come back and get our studying done. And then I have a meeting at 12. So we have 2 hours to get everything done, so let's do it. And let's just be honest, Peak is my go-to tea because it's triple screened for toxins. No mold, no heavy metals. These are organic. I don't have to worry about any of that in my morning tea. I only get the health benefits. A little green juice before our study session. Just finished our walk. Another cup of tea and then get to study. Sit down.
Go ahead and get started with the cardiometabolic well with patients and clients and lab tests. The heart is the seat of a lot. Biblically, pieces to it. We're gonna approach this from a medical standpoint.
All right, we finished our 20-minute study session, 25 minutes. I'm so proud. Now I need to get ready, get dressed, but I have a fun little unboxing that came in. I have not bought a pair of boots in, I think, almost 9 years. My other pair of boots that I have, they have a heel on them, so they're not really something that I reach for day to day. So I wanted something that I could wear pretty regularly throughout this fall. So I ordered these boots from Free People. I ordered my usual size 7.5 and they were way too big, even with like thick, chunky socks. So I ordered a half size down. Please fit. Yes! Okay, they fit perfectly. Love, love, love. Messy bun for the win today with my dirty hair. A little fluffy in the front. This just means my dry shampoo works really well. We are back from our meeting and I am not just hungry, I am ravenous. Happy Campers gluten-free bread. It's so yummy. Applegate oven roasted turkey breast. That's gonna be impossible to eat. Best sandwich I've made in a while. This was an easy way to bump my protein too. I just had 2, or I'm having 2 of these, so that's 8 grams of protein. So I'm gonna make a protein smoothie with some blueberries and then my Truvani protein powder. That way we're pushing our goal by dinner time. Let me show you what happens when I log my prenatal in as well. Here's my nutrient targets currently. There is our nutrient targets that were hit. So I made this little blueberry protein smoothie with just my Truvani, like I said, chocolate collagen. Now we're at 116 grams of protein. We're gonna hit our 150 gram target today. Okay, the weather shifted, so I got blueberry in my finger, in my thumb. That cream of buckwheat, organic cream of buckwheat. I did some frozen blueberries heated with a little maple syrup. Okay, here's our cream of buckwheat. Thanks, honey. You're officially at 150, or I think it's like, I'm like a couple grams away from 150 grams. Grass-fed beef with the same bread from earlier. I put on some Bubby's bread and butter pickles, lettuce. Oh my gosh, that's so good, honey. All right, good morning. We have 43 grams of protein breakfast. This morning I did poached eggs on the sourdough gluten-free with some avocado and our bone broth, and we're at 43 grams of protein. Easiest protein hack of all time is bone broth, and adding in a scoop of gelatin adds 10 extra grams of protein. It looks so good. Then we're gonna go read. Yesterday I did end up taking the day off because I just felt like my body needed to rest. So I definitely needed to do it, and I'm glad that I did that because I've been really consistent with my workouts and I just felt like my body needed to rest. So today we are gonna go lift. So let's go do it. Prenatal, cod liver oil. We're gonna make an early lunch because I am super hungry. You know, I have to say that lunch has always been a really difficult thing for me. I just feel like I never knew what to make for lunch and I always felt stumped and then hungry. But I've realized that like sandwiches, wraps, a good old turkey, or even I'm making a chicken sandwich in this case, it just always works. And I always practice salt, fat, acid, heat. So that book really changed my life and helped me to nail down flavor. So I whipped up this random little mayo concoction, and this sandwich was literally phenomenal. This is probably one of the best sandwich I've ever made. Mediterranean sandwich. That's truly phenomenal. So beautiful. Okay, these are absolutely delicious. I just had 2 of them. So 16 grams of protein. I just got back from the dentist. I am like craving a coffee, but I don't really have coffee. I'm gonna make this little maple espresso black tea blend from Trader Joe's. We're gonna try to do like a little coffee situation. So that's like our concentrate. Hopefully this works. With a scoop of collagen. Do that. Pinch of salt. Ooh, I think this is gonna be so good. Ceylon cinnamon. That's enough. And we're gonna do our coconut milk. Ooh. Oh, okay. So that is outstanding. You know when you make something and you're like dreaming of what you want and you hope it comes out, but you don't really know? This is incredible. Outstanding. And we got 14 grams of protein. Where are we at? What's our protein count? 121 grams of protein. Only have 30 grams left for the day, which we'll easily be able to do with dinner. All right, am I making another one? Yes, I am, because that was literally the most delicious thing I've ever had. Literally getting ready to go work out, so let's make our pre-workout. I love Equip. Their collagen and their Pre-workout is absolutely my favorite. And let's go lift. Talk about easy way to get your protein in. Collagen protein. It's like tea and coffee, I think. Wow.
But your parents came in the cul-de-sac, leaned back in a leather-clad seat, pack of spirits in your Prada bag. Suburban summer 17 was a roller coaster ride, a manic pixie dream girl right beside me, and she said she liked me, but I bet it was a right thing lining up at the wrong time. And I think maybe if I'd held on tight, she'd still be sitting by my side. I'll never know, I don't.
I'm coming at you live with my blue light glasses, but we exceeded our 150 grams of protein today. Had my chicken with my dinner tonight, so we got our protein in. We got our workout and our protein goals hit, and studying everything. My October reset is going strong. So happy. I'm so happy that I'm crushing my protein goal. Let's go. All right, 64 grams of protein. This is crazy. I'm so hyped up about this because it's never been this easy for me to get protein in my life. Little scoop of vanilla collagen. That's 14 grams right there. We have my ultimate bone broth protein hack, which that's like 27 grams right there. I decided to have a yogurt this morning, my Cocoa June. This is so good. I love this yogurt so much. My dairy-free yogurt, and then just some sausage. And we ran out of avocado, so I just did a little local jam on my sourdough toast. I love this collagen. It's just so good. Ceylon cinnamon's really good for blood sugar regulation as well. Ooh. 20 grams of collagen protein. All right, that is my breakfast. Easily 64 grams. I think the reason I underate protein for so long is because I didn't have easy things to do. So like this, a scoop of gelatin in my bone broth, and just like pre-made bone broth right now from Costco. It's so easy. It's so incredibly easy. I just pour it, heat it up, done. This, add a scoop, done. And then I've just been really into these coconut yogurts right now, and they just so happen to be a protein yogurt. When I start the day strong with protein, it sets up my whole day for good blood sugar regulation. So we'll eat this, and we'll go for a morning walk to get our steps, and also to help move the glucose into the cells. All right, post-workout, I am obsessed with these now. These 100% grass-fed beef chimichurri sticks. That's 16 grams of protein post-workout, and they're so yummy and good. Add a little bit more water, add my vitamin C. I need to make a progesterone punch. Nice. The element will get me every time. Another easy way to get protein, these basil seeds, 5 grams of protein. I need to take a shower, clearly. But here's my lunch. I literally just roasted up this squash. This is called a coconut squash. It's a hybrid of the kabocha and a butternut squash. And let's see where we're at. We are at 113 grams of protein. That's a really good squash.
But your parents came in the cul-de-sac, leaned back and
Also, I wanted to point out here, you'll notice me making those faces of like, oh my goodness, that was so hard. And that is how I've been able to be super consistent with my workouts. I don't have to have a long workout as long as I'm really pushing my muscles to the point of I am done. So it makes it quick, but super effective. And then Bo and I went on a little date. By the way, this week is completely out of order. I think I started filming on like a Thursday. That was like the yummiest thing. And I can't have gluten. I've never had a biscuit.
Yeah, so when she
So you're in heaven too.
Get in there.
Like gluten-free. I mean, when you run into your family, you have to come in and crash their dinner after our little tea time, the real meal.
So good.
Good morning. I'm starting the day with my collagen little tea situation. And this is why I don't eat dairy. I bring a little bit of dairy back into my life, and that's what happened. Hello, I don't even know if I've talked to you today. I rushed out the door for church, and now I'm gonna make some steak wraps for lunch. We're gonna try out these Coyotas organic cassava wraps because they discontinued the Siete ones. So I'm really excited to try these. Cassava flour, water, organic coconut oil, sea salt. I've been marinating some grass-fed steak, so I just cooked that up. But this morning I'm already at 77 grams of protein. I had my usual bone broth with a scoop of the gelatin. I had 2 chimichurri beef sticks on the way out the door because I didn't have time to like properly make a breakfast. And then I had my little morning coffee drink. Wait, did I film that? I made my little tea with the collagen. I picked up these little Evolve shakes. I really like these for easy protein. So we're already at 77 grams of protein. And that's what I'm saying. I can't stress enough how simple that I'm making getting protein. Let's whip this up. This is literally better than a restaurant wrap. It is my hyperfixation and there's no exact measurements. I just chop up my cilantro and my parsley. I mix in some lemon, some avocado. I do a little bit of garlic, red wine vinegar, oregano, some paprika, salt, pepper, and then a little bit of cayenne. And then I mix my arugula with some olive oil, balsamic vinegar. 10 out of 10. I put everything together. This was literally the best thing I've ever had in my life. So Bo and I were like speechless. This was so good. So full of protein. Wow, that looks incredible. Bo's just closing his eyes.
Good job, babe.
And then that night we went to dinner with our friends. Remember, pleasant words are like a honeycomb. They're sweet to the soul and health to the bones. And I feel like I'm even reminded this week how much things outside of our plate nourish us or can really hurt us. And your life is your medicine. And I just have to say that, you know, nourishment is just so much deeper than what we eat. It's how we live and how we treat others. And anyway, the next day I squeezed in a little workout before our friends came into town, went to breakfast with them. And man, this breakfast was delicious. So I enjoyed every single bite, and that was nourishing in and of itself too. Just noticed you making your armra, and I was like, we have to just document this. How long ago did I put you on armra? And you're just a rock star.
Armor queen.
You're just a consistent queen. What flavor do we have? The one and only peach persimmon. We love to see it. Little pumpkin waffle. I just almost called this a pumpkin waffle. A pumpkin gluten-free donut to celebrate the season and a little hot tea. I genuinely, truly hope that this video gave you inspiration on how to simply get enough protein, because this is really not about protein at all. And I truly think that when you nourish your body, that you can show up better for your life, or it can be sort of a buoy in your life. How God made us to sometimes we just need to eat a snack and take a nap. We're just human. We're only dust. And I hope that this inspires you to take care of your body, to move your body, that in and of itself is truly a form of love. And I hope that you can get out there and get moving and get your heart up and eat your protein and give your cells what they need and make healthy cells. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I love you so much. I truly do. Thank you for just being there for me in every season of my life. And I just hope that you know that you are so loved. I will leave a link to Peak, which is the best tea I've ever had, in the description. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.